For all parents out there, I know sometimes it becomes a little bit difficult or tedious to get to understand what your son or daughter needs to do. Generally, that's why we are here, to help you and give you some form of advice. Generally, what I will say is, in all careers, I normally grade them in terms of 9 areas. We have performers, we have healers, we have leaders, we have managers, we have sellers, we have builders, designers, and so forth. So each and every career and each and everything that a person enjoys to do, whether it's cooking, whether it's running, whatever it is, can be turned into a career and can be monetized.
I want us to pop into this room. So here we have a marketing team.
Pleasure to meet you all.
Yeah,
We're doing a tour
We have multimedia.
of the facility.
I said placement. I'll show you someone.
Yes.
This is Mary.
Yes, we have initially went through.
Pleasure to meet you, Mary.
Mary does placement. So Mary is the one making sure. Oh, sorry.
Sit on that.
Mary makes sure that all students. When I told you that we place 100% of our students,
Yes.
Mary can attest.
Hold on, Mary. I'm asking these questions for, we're doing a digital tour. Basically, we're going around the whole school, just asking, taking people on a tour as is live. So edited very raw and very authentic in the essence. So I want you to explain, you are such an important person in terms of placement, which has been explained. But explain it again to somebody who's watching this. Let me just quickly put this on you. Just very raw.
All right. So, Mary, as you've heard, when it comes to placement of our students, we usually have an entire process beginning from orientation, whereby we take them through the very first steps, orientation on what is expected of them and from them in the industry. So we take them through a physical orientation, whereby they are all of them in one class, and then I'm taking them through how the process looks like. Shortly after, they send me their portfolios, and then we share it with employers. Shortlisting begins from there. They go in for interviews, and then they're shortlisted, accepted by the employers in different companies, because they're all doing different courses. And then from there now, we usually have 2 evaluations. We keep track of them throughout the 3 months. 3 months, which is is compulsory for them. We track them after every 2 weeks, calling them, checking in on them, seeing if they have any challenges. And then shortly after, we undertake the 2 evaluations I just mentioned. A soft skill evaluation, and then a technical skill evaluation.
I love it.
Yes.
And then are you the one who grades them?
Yes, there's a system that does that. Yes, that grades it.
And how are you able to, do you have how many are you in your team in essence of going to visit these different people?
Cool. So usually I coordinate with the career launchpad team. Whereby there's Samuel, there's Shiko, and then we also coordinate with the technical part with the HODs.
I get
it. Specifics for each course.
I get it.
Yes.
Okay. Pleasure. You are the fact that you guys do 100% guaranteed placements, I find that absolutely incredible. The fact that a school not only offers the education and the practical bit, but takes the next further step, in essence, to do the tarmacking for the students. I think that's absolutely incredible.
We have a good reputation, and when they go out there, because of the monitoring, we just don't let them go. They know this is graded, so they also have to give their level best. But before they also go there, they are coached. And they know this is my passion, so I want to go and represent. I keep telling them, represent yourself as a brand. Remember, you're representing yourself as a creative and as a brand when you go out there.
Actually, one last question for you.
Sure.
The partners, are they on your case asking for, do you have students? Do you have students? Do you have...
Yes, most of the time, because usually we have placed early enough, and then now a month later, they're still asking for interns. What we do, we tap into our alumni network, and we share these opportunities with the alumni.
What?
Yes.
Okay, and the reason why I brought that up is because sometimes people say that there are no jobs in Kenya, which I don't think is completely true. The fact that you are telling me, I think sometimes it's the skill set and the soft skills which lack, the quality of the employee lacks, depending on what the employer is looking for.
Yeah, true. Actually, during these interviews and evaluations, we get a lot from the employers in terms of soft skills. They are looking mostly for soft skills, and they're ready to train them even into improving on their technical skills if they're good in soft skills.
What?
Yeah.
That is impressive. Thank you so much for what you do. We continue the tour.
Thank
to the rest
you.
of the team, I can see there's the marketing team. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
We continue the tour. Let me switch off the lights. Where are we off to next?
Let's pop here and see if we have any faculty. This is the faculty lounge.
Take us.
Fortunately, I happen to have two of my HODs here, which is so cool. So that's Isaac and Frederick. Isaac is photography, multimedia. Remember the student we found?
Yes.
One-on-one?
One-on-one.
Isaac.
Isaac.
Is doing that, and then Frederick is a HOD for graphic design.
I actually know Richie.
It's okay.
I used to be Alan Arrow's dancer.
What?
A dancer? I didn't know that.
Everyone, wait. And we have Moriwa Maito here also hiding.
For dancing.
Wait. So, tell me a little bit about, first of all, I'm in shock. You was telling me you used to be Alan Arrow's dancer.
Yeah, I used to be Alan Arrow's dancer back in the day.
You know, I did a collab with Alan Arrow.
Yeah, of course, that's what I'm saying, because we were in that plan and all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back in the day.
So, tiny world. Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Tell me a little bit about what it is that you do in terms of, yeah, just what you do.
Personally, I work as a coach, consultant, and communicator in media and social sciences. Yeah, hence my presence here at ADMI, where I assist in terms of leading the multimedia and photography teams.
Wow.
Yeah, so we get to understand the projects that are ongoing, what the students can do, and we are able to manage these particular talents and assist them also to transition to film and TV production.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, because you work you work literally, and you're also a lecturer, do you have to, how does that work? How do you manage your time on that?
So ADMI is very fair because we normally have an understanding of how our timelines and schedules will be. So I'm able to plan and see between this, for example, term or SEM, I have these particular commitments at ADMI and these other commitments at what I do. So now I create a balance sheet of those particular days and I lock in those days. So let's say, for example, I lock a day that ADMI would like me to be here, right? I have to communicate that just to put it maybe as an option. If there's anything that comes, I can be able to change it at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll have to communicate.
Yeah. And what have you felt about, now I'm talking about as a faculty member, what has your experience been like in this institution?
With the experience that I have, and I've taught in so many institutions, I think in the Kenyan space, ADMI is the best in terms of qualifying equipments and also standards of training as well as trainers.
Wow.
Because I've been into other institutions and just procuring cameras and all that, because these tools are so expensive, even maintaining them and all that. So a lot of people and a lot of institutions cannot be able to handle the commitment that ADMI has. And that's why I rank ADMI very highly for that. And they've been able to do this over the years, and it's something commendable. I really appreciate that.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Last one, I've been seeing you doing a one-on-one, which I didn't even know was part of the, we met your students. What's that like? Because that is somebody who's coming just for a short stay, a particular skill set that they want. But what has that experience been like?
That is one of the most awesome, and I can say something that I really encourage other institutions to do, because ADMI helps everybody without any form of discrimination. Because like the person I'm training is actually a high schooler who has passion in terms of photography and all that. So we are not waiting for that particular person to get to college level or to be in a corporate field to be able to study. They are starting way young. As long as the parent is able to identify, in this case, the passion early on. So we'll structure or customize a curriculum just based for her or for him. And we are able to do that with so many people. And that's one of my specialties. So whenever I get a person who has particular interests, so I assess their talents and we are able to see this is the scope that we can deal with. And we create that and customize it at ADMI and offer them specialized training.
I know I said my last one, but I promise it's the last one. I want you to speak to a parent because I'm sure the fear from parents is genuine. And I'm sure you understand this. Just about the career choice, the lack of education about the creative industry. It's definitely improving right now. But as a practitioner in the creative industry, I'm not even talking about from the educating perspective, but this is your day-to-day bread. What would you say to a parent? And that one, look at them in the eye.
All right. For all parents out there, I know sometimes it becomes a little bit difficult or tedious to get to understand what your son or daughter needs to do. Generally, that's why we are here, to help you and give you some form of advice. Generally, what I will say is, in all careers, I normally grade them in terms of 9 areas. We have performers, we have healers, we have leaders, we have managers, we have sellers, we have builders, designers, and so forth. So each and every career and each and everything that a person enjoys to do, whether it's cooking, whether it's running, whatever it is, can be turned into a career and can be monetized. And that's the advantage we have right now. And what we have in Kenya at the moment is, with the social media and the multimedia elements around, anything can be monetized into content. So don't limit yourself and think that the only thing that your son can do is being, we call them the big 5, being a doctor, an engineer, and so forth. If they like cooking, start on early, start creating content. You have multimedia tools in Kenya. Kenya is ranked highly in terms of internet connectivity. Yep. We are able to access smartphones very easily. Cameras have become so affordable, smartphones everywhere. So just start showing that content and posting it. Provided there is a rhythm and consistency around it, what happens is they blow up and you can be able to monetize that, and they can start a career as a content creator in that particular area or niche, and later on become a leader in it, become a designer in it, and so forth. So there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of opportunities in that particular aspect.
Yeah. I love it.
Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing, and you're so articulate. I love it. Hold on, there's somebody else that I'm going to, and then I'm going to come to Meg right here. We brought Meg here so that Meg can practically see. She's trying to hide it from the camera, even though she really loves it. So we brought her so that she can practically give us feedback about qua grounds. Is it really, really happening? So go to her TikTok and follow her. She shares her experience as a student. Yeah. So, go hidden gem. Please introduce yourself, sir. Let me come to this side so I don't.
All right, my name is Frederick Mwendo,
Yes.
co-faculty ADMI and a graphic designer professional.
So you are, first and foremost, in the, forget even ADMI, in the real world, is this what you do, graphic design?
Yeah, actually I'm a consultant in terms of graphic design, coming up with what you call curriculum for training. I've done with several institutions and organizations. At my free time, I do graphic design purely in terms of advising on how to come up with brand for companies, and even to oversee advertising, how they're supposed to run, even in terms of the social media, how they're supposed to run on their website.
Okay.
Yes.
With you, I'll ask a bit more of a technical question. With the advent of AI coming into the space, are you incorporating that into your learning space?
Yes, that's a very great one, because I've realized that even parents and some companies and designers are afraid of AI, and because they have felt that it's coming to take up our work. And even young designers like our students here, they are feeling that going forward, why should we learn the old or traditional way of doing graphics, yet we have AI that can generate posters. For us, it's something that we're incorporating in terms of design, because when it comes to advertising design, you realize that initially we used to have copywriters who would do the text that we are supposed to input on our advertisement. Now with the AI, how we are supposed to do it is to give the feed on what we need, the prompts, yes, so that now we can get the right text to put on our advertisements.
Okay.
So we are incorporating that again in terms of coming up with ideas, conceptualization, we would used to get a mood board from other organizations or from internet. But now with the AI, you just prompt, get the concepts there. Then now you can be able to initialize using the graphic softwares like Adobe Creative Suite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also believe that the foundation is very important. You can't skip the process. The person who understands the foundation can leapfrog those who are entering. Just a question: what has been the experience working with this new generation?
It's a very creative one. I've seen, especially my ADMI students, they are quite creative even the way I know things. Even the shortcuts I've seen, they know more than even sometimes I know.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm used to the old way. Then
Yes.
they show you a shortcut.
Yes,
and now
yes.
you can do it faster with shortest time possible.
I love it. So you also there's it's even Krober talked about it when he talked about reverse mentorship. Even they are having that effect and influence on you. And maybe one last question: how long do you teach for in terms of? Do you teach graphic design for the full 4 semesters?
Yes. I'm teaching semester 2, 3, and 4.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not just at you. This is not something that you just learn for one semester.
No, it's not something you learn for one semester. Even with the technology and AI, remember we are using the latest software, which is Creative Suite,
Yes.
CC 2025.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know, ADMI is the only institution that is using the latest software
Wow.
from the Creative Cloud. And with that, we are having new updates and features and plugin for the Creative Suite.
Okay.
So we keep on learning something new every semester.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. Meg, Madam Maito, She Drips Glory. It's your turn.
I'm also considering my audience.
So Meg at Moppy Entertainment. I saw you're spoiling Meg's.
He's fixing
Oh,
it.
he's fixing
yes.
it. Runs social media management, but also as a brand, she is one of the brands that we're internally working on. So what has it been like for you? This is your day?
Two. Yes.
You're looking different.
Part of the experience. Yeah, I got this from my cousin. She saw my video and advised me otherwise.
What's it been like? No, for real.
Honestly, this is part of the thing.
For real?
Yeah.
I like it. So what's the experience like for you?
So overall, of course, I don't have an understanding of what's going on in class since I am jumping in when they already have something going on. So today I might be with year ones, next time I'm with year threes. I can't, depending on the complexity of the subject, like my first class yesterday was animation. Yeah, I had to draw my own stuff. It wasn't really, like from a comprehensive perspective, but when I look at the students, even the feel in the classroom is completely different. They're so chilled out. Like you have your feet on the chair. I'm like, to be you right now. That's why I wore this. Yeah, I'm also going to be that chill student today. So generally, when I look at the students, I remember my first class. I have to go like really down because I've had like 5 classes so far. My first class, it was very interactive. Everyone has their own computer, or what do you call it, a monitor?
Yeah.
Yes, and yeah.
Not just the monitor.
Well, I have a German machine, so I can't relate. So someone's to blame. So the teacher was going, or the lecturer was going individually to every person, making sure everyone is moving at the same pace.
Wow.
And even me, he was very inclusive for me. Like he can tell I've done nothing, but he's telling me, okay, you're going to render here. I'm like, render? Yeah, I rendered, whatever that was. And then my second class was FTV. I loved it because I first of all could understand what's going on. They were reviewing a script for a project they have, and since I found this hidden gem, if you watch my TikTok, you know what I'm talking about. When I was here, I could also hear talks about the film and stuff, and it's a real project. Like they were talking about, oh, have we secured the location? Yes, we need this money for the budget. The students, yesterday, like I said, we were reviewing the script. We even had to watch some of the films that are aligned to what they're creating so that we can benchmark. I loved it. I'd love to follow that through to the end. Today I've been in Career Launchpad.
Whoa.
They're learning about self-awareness. They're learning about diversity. They actually did a skit about diversity, equity, and inclusion. So they split into 2 groups. One group did a skit about misogyny, and
nearly catch. They were that good at acting. The second group did a skit about racism, which was hilarious. And they also talked about ways to combat that. So I really, really loved it. Now I'm on to my next class, which is Sound for Film with Karumba.
So let me say, Meg actually heads projects at Moapi Entertainment.
Yeah.
So for example, Mary Wamai, who was our client, she was the head of that particular project. That meant everything from scout locating, from everything from managing the production team, everything to social media management. She 360 led that team. So how she's core ground getting paid a salary for this, I want to therefore ask, are you seeing them learning things that we do at work in the workplace?
Let me think. So let me start with Career Launchpad. Definitely. For us, we've just had to learn these things the hard way. But for them, imagine being taught self-awareness. I had to learn the hard way. Kuna pitisho systems na maisha, you have to wake up. So I think it's beautiful to see things that, when you learn something organically, it becomes kind of common knowledge to you, and so other people might overlook it in the teaching process. But when I see it being taught in a class, I'm like, hey, this can be a topic. People should learn this. And I'm thinking to myself, how did I learn about this? It was very, very hard. So, of course, I can't speak extensively because, yes, I've only had like 5 classes, 2 of which I've understood. But if I was to sit in marketing, perhaps, because our nini is very niche, but I can only honestly speak about Career Launchpad because it's touching to what I do. Every other, I don't animate, guys.
And exactly, and that's the reason. The reason because of the diversity of classes learning experiences that are here.
And something I noticed, sorry to interrupt you.
Interrupt, you've learned from me. Good job.
Thank you. Something I noticed in Career Launchpad is, because the last exercise we did, which I participated in, was talking about someone you look up to, or someone in your career that you'd want to be like. It's not necessarily who I want to be like when I grow up, but this is what I'm pursuing. This is the person who inspires me. Exactly. And at the beginning, I was kind of distraught. I'm like, okay, this one wants to be a chef, and this one wants to be a web designer, and this one wants to be a graphic designer. That's when it clicked to me that this class is for everyone. So it's one of those courses that everyone, regardless of what you're doing here, has to do. So it goes to show that this actually applies to every industry and every field of work. I don't know if I'm answering your question.
You've answered it so well.
Thank you.
So let's leave in your hidden
I'll
gem.
invoice you.
We're being taken on the rest of our tour by Sila.
Yeah.
Good job, Meg. And follow her in terms of
Follow me on
follow you on where?
TikTok at She Drips Glory, Instagram at She Drips Glory, everywhere at She Drips Glory.
So, and we need to change batteries, so we're cutting.